this is gonna be a quick video of this smoke alarm I got like a month ago. Got this from my grandma's. It was in the basement, just sitting there. Me and my cousin were messing around in the basement, and this was down there. He found it, and I asked my grandma and my aunt about it, and they said I could have it because since I already replaced the smoke alarms, there was a Probe 101, and there was the can't remember what the other one was. I'll show you in a little bit. That I replaced with those two, and then this was in the basement. I actually know where this went. This went in the where I put the other smoke alarm, and right outside where my grandma sleeps. There was a bracket for this, and I ended up throwing that away because I didn't think that this was still there. So it's a LifeSaver Firenetics 0916 from I think like 19. I'll have to find it. It's probably some I don't know. It has a little like thingy here. I'm gonna say probably 1996, because it doesn't have an actual like year, meaning it was before 1999, I believe, which is whenever that was mandated for smoke alarms to have the exact year and date on it. Like the actual year, instead of just having like a 6 for like 1996 or something like that. But this has a test and a hush. I'll have to get a battery for it. But before I test it, I'll show you some of the other alarms that Firenetics made before they were bought out by Kiddo. Okay, so here's some of the older models. Here's the 0805. This is actually a different brand, but it's based off of the 0905. But here's the 0905, which was like the very last model that they made like this before they switched to like more modern designs. And then they had this model that came out with it, which is slightly rarer, which has a hush feature, which is the 0906. This is the Firenetics version. I don't know if any other brand ever rebranded it. Probably, but who knows. And also at the same time, they had this model, which is the 1225, which is a hardwired unit, which is probably the most common of them all. And then before that, they had quite a few more. Wait a minute, I had a light bulb. I don't know if any of you guys know, but I actually collect fluorescent lights, and here's a light bulb that's just sitting here. But not quite a while. This one came out this one came out like with these ones, kinda. But they had quite a few more models before this era, I like to call it, which is like just small covers. They had the much bigger covers. They actually kind of went from like small cover designs to big, back to small. They had this model, which is the most common of the bigger cover designed models. And some of them have a rare feature where they blink, this one being one of them, and some of them just have a constant glow. And then they had the smoke alarm variant of this. And then they had technically that one would be the second generation, because there was one before that which didn't have this. But that was also just smoke alarm variant. And then they had a smoke alarm only. Smoke detection only. And then before that, they had, I think, 3 other models which were sort of like this, but smaller cover designs, and had a much more interesting bracket and stuff like that. But I'm not going to go too in depth on those because I don't know too much about those ones. So, Kiddo bought out Firenetics, I believe, I know it was maybe like the mid-90s. and then that's when they started making more modern designs, including this one. And I actually have a sort of like predecessor to this one, sort of, in a way. It definitely took the design from this. And that's this alarm here. And as you can tell, definitely took a lot of the similar designs, like this piece here. And the battery hatches. Sorry, there's something on the phone. Oh no, I forgot this was here. The dumb battery flag thingy that they have, which this one also used to have, but my cousin broke it off when he was messing around. He was throwing it around. This one's hardwired, this one's not. There was a hardwired version, I believe. And then there was also actually, I can't remember if it's rare to add the diamond horn slots. I know that, I think some later models, I don't know if they're later models, that have diamond horn slots are pretty rare, decently rare, so I'll have to ask other collectors about this because I'm not too sure. But yeah, you can tell they're basically the same, just one has a more modern design. This one's like this one is like a sort of vintage / modern design. I mean, it's modern design, but it's vintage. A lot of vintage modern alarms had diamond horn slots, which is pretty cool. And almost all those models are pretty rare. There's also one with light, and then there's one like this that they made, and they probably had a hardwired model. Okay. 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 So that's basically what it sounds like. It has a 4.6 or something. I don't really keep track of all the codes. I use it. If it sounds like that, I call it 4.6, and if it has the 3 tone, then it's 3, code 3, and then if it's just a straight squeal like the 1839 ends and stuff like that, then it's just a squeal. I don't know what those would be called. I don't know if they're like code 1 or something like that. So let me get the other alarms I got on. Here's the one I had a hard time remembering the name of, which is the Universal SS718, which came out of the attic. There's also another one in the basement, and the only reason I know that is because it had a bracket down there. This the same bracket. And then this is the one that was just sitting in the hallway upstairs, where no one lives, which is why I didn't put one up there. Not yet, at least. Because I do have some family members that come over sometimes, like in the winter and Easter most of the time. That stay up there. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you probably tomorrow, because I have another alarm coming in. It'll be the last alarm until maybe Christmas, or after Christmas. So bye.